You know what needs a good nerf in Apex Legends? The Peacekeeper. Aren't you sick of this weapon dominating the games that you play in? I know I am. I mean, take a look at this guy. He must be terrified right now. After this match, he's going to need to sit down and have a cup of hot cocoa, then have an aromatherapy massage, and then get himself some tranquilizer because of the trauma of having bullets whizzing past his ear at the decibels of a sonic boom. He's never going to be the same again. Now listen to this. The internal fans of this structure have repeatedly triggered a variety of medical conditions in many players due to the similarity of the sounds of footsteps running around somewhere above, and we, the players, demand a nerf to the noise of these fans. Zip lines need a nerf. Players should be forced to jump in the rhythmic patterns so that they can be predictably shot. It's far too difficult to hit them when they move quickly along a rope. Oh yeah, and nerf the ropes inside the buildings as well, because who knows what golden loot I just missed out on because of that freaking interact double use piece of shit. By the way, can you nerf the loot up in Epicenter as well so that I don't slam my arse off the side trying to beat my teammate to it? Now, there are some real-world connections that Respawn are going to need to work on as well when it comes to unexpected disturbances that affect the in-game experience, such as, in this instance, it started off with the usual, you know, me getting lucky against some loser sitting still, and then when I was fighting across the way, I felt safe because I had Lifeline and Pathfinder next to me, only to realise that we didn't have a Pathfinder on my team. That's that I got carried by my teammate and then stood still like the same loser I downed before. I started bleeding out my arsehole, and then it dawned on Lifeline that Caustic was actually miles away. And why? Postman. Lifeline left in disgust, and I nosily asked the question, "Parcel?" After that, I baited the Caustic to take the jump pad, and after he took it, I couldn't resist. Anyway, nerf Octane's jump pad. It's toxic. But then my curiosity got the better of me. What parcel did he bring you? So we played on, and the more we played, the less the game seemed to be important to me because it was the question that mattered. Now, I had this burning inquisitive need to find out what was in that package. Was it even a package? Mate, I need to know. What? Sorry. What did the postman bring you? Texas. Fuck! Tell him to take them back. Respawn, can you nerf that postman? Ever play a game where one of your teammates pings the first landing location right from the start? And I don't mean they just ping it, but they spam that. And you know that if you don't land there, then they're gonna do it anyway by themselves. So how do those games go for you when you bow to the will of the aggressor and give them what they want? Well, here's how it usually goes for me. Moral of the story? Just nerf guys like this from the goddamn game. VHS is best. I hope someone takes a squirty dump all over your chest.
Danny. Oh, he's another teammate. Limits as much as the next guy, but we gotta go.
I can't do it! Oh god. When it's harder to eliminate someone with a knockdown shield than it is while they're running around the map, you know that you're bad at this game. With that being said, nerf knockdown shields, they are OP AF. Also, nerf this guy strafing around like that. Who does he think he is anyway, the stone cold loser? How dare you! Actually, maybe don't nerf knockdown shields after all, that they are apparently quite useful for getting you out of a jam. So you can get killed all over again, you fuck! Now, if someone gets caught out by Crypto's EMP, and then the luck of the devil makes its way into my Havoc and absolutely lasers them to their knees, that enemy player still has a chance to avoid the humiliation of seeing their elimination by being given access to the menu. Oh, he just left.
He's just done.
I think this is an ability we need to nerf, and these people need to have their egos battered in front of them. And the same goes for if they alt an F4 or on the PC or they turn their console off, a 5-second warning should appear, forcing them to view their own demise as you make them eat that final bullet. Then again, it is actually quite satisfying to watch someone disappear into a death box. Perhaps Respawn just needs to add a little cartoon fart noise when this happens, and like a small cloud of methane. Oh, he just left. If the devs are watching, if you want any other ideas, I'm here all week. Right, okay, let's get to the crux of this video, the Peacekeeper. So watch this. 85 damage with a fully charged up choke from mid-range, and here's another one. Charge up the choke as they go downhill, 56 damage. That's pretty good for a short-ranged weapon, right? But yeah, a lot of people are complaining about the Peacekeeper on the forums, and I'm seeing people saying that it's killed the game for me and I'm not coming back until it gets nerfed. Yeah, that's probably the same kind of man-child whose mother still wipes food particles from their chin. Now look, let's get a couple of things straight here. I'm not a fan of gang piling onto an idea just because it's getting traction, but I am also aware that the Peacekeeper's power has become magnified because it's getting used a lot more, and obviously it's getting used a lot more because it's had its spread tightened. Yes, but honestly, I'm still terrible with this shotgun. I still frequently pass on it. This footage will show you because I don't have much to show you in terms of the Peacekeeper. And yeah, so I'll pass on it for other choices, and my own experience of being completely melted at point blank range by it while I've got my purple shields on. Yeah, that still happens. And I think what we've got to do at this point is analyze how overpowered it actually feels, how many times your R99, your Prowler, or your Wingman loses to the Peacekeeper, and try and be as objective as possible. Now, look, I did a video about, I don't know, it was months ago, about the double Peacekeeper being a powerful loadout. It was a kind of a half joke, but at the same time, it was kind of all I could do at the time. I was useless. This was, of course, before these changes that are out now, and a lot of bad players responded positively to my videos saying they were finally getting somewhere by taking two of their favourite shotgun, despite being laughed at rightfully by their friends. Now, the reason for this is that the rewards of hitting someone in the face with that gun have always been very good, and useless players who can't normally hit the urinal with the first squirt normally feel the benefits of that reward. Hitting someone with a charged up Peacekeeper obviously feels unfair to the receiver, but the person charging it can do nothing while they're waiting for that narrowing of the spread, which is obviously worth it if you actually hit. The time sacrificed in using the choke has to be taken into account as well, but ultimately a lot of people feel that this gun is now in the way overpowered category and they're screaming for a change. Now to me, narrow corridors and doorways where someone strafes out and shoots a Peacekeeper, normally that's the end of me straight away. Even if I've got like an R99 fully kitted out with the gold barrel and the purple mag and all that, it doesn't matter. They open the door, blam, it's over. I wouldn't even be able to tell you the difference between my arse and a hole in the ground at that point. But if I know what they are, if I get a slide off and I'm doing my dynamic playstyle or whatever, that stands much more of a chance. But let's face it, an extremely skilled player often still sends my arms to the west, my legs to the east, and my ding-dong vaporizes into a geyser. Having said all this, while I really do feel the sting of the Peacekeeper's blasts, and I acknowledge that it is now a lot of reward for a single shot, I also feel the sting of the other weapons as well in different situations, and I'm therefore not convinced that the Peacekeeper needs a great deal done to it. Don't get me wrong, I think it does need a tweak. But I have been playing a fair bit of Apex and I neither fear the gun or worry about it ruining my games. The only time I fear it is when it's in my hands, because I'm a bag of shite. Now it seems to me like, yeah, we might need to tone it down a smidge, everything will be alright after that, because once you know what gun the enemy has, it is actually up to you to get out, or play smarter, or go in, die and cry about it. There's a harsh reality of RNG and Battle Royale games, and I think that skilled players just tend to be more resourceful, which gives a deeper advantage for game balance tweaks that favour one weapon in some way or another. And I was similarly, unconvinced that the charged rifle needed nerfed early on until I played a lot more of it, realised that the infinite ammo, well, seemingly infinite ammo and the area denial, it was getting used by everyone and their mum. And with the Peacekeeper, I decided to wait a little bit longer to make this video so I got my feelings straight with more game time behind it, yeah, it is strong. probably needs a little adjustment. Look, but look, guys, stop crying about it. Let's just have fun with this beautiful game. Shut your fucking mouth and I'll catch you on the next one later.